Okay, hello Sagittarius. Okay, let me say this. I just had somebody come in the comments asking me why do I have to swear. All right, so we're gonna go through this one more time. If you got a fucking problem with me fucking swearing, you need to get the fuck out of here. That's my fucking answer. Cause this is my shit. And if you don't like it, get the fuck on. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. I am not gonna stop swearing anytime soon. And if you got a problem with me swearing, you really gonna have a problem when I start to get in your ass about the shit Spirit wants to talk to you about. So if you can't handle it, I understand if you need to go. Goodbye. Okay. Welcome back to Leigh Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we are going to take a look at Sagittarius' weekly love reading. Don't forget to like the video, hype the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. If you want me to read you at the end of any of the lives, that information is there as well. Okay, Alexis. Alexis just heard my little addendum I put there, because I'm like, this is my shit up in here. I'm not coming in your house swearing in your house. I am in my house swearing. So if you got a problem with it, take it on, because it's not going to stop. If anything, you're going to make me swear even more. So if you don't like it, like I told you, what you need to be asking yourself is, why do you have a problem with somebody swearing? Why? That's the question, because that's your shit. It's not mine. You're telling me that it's not okay for me to be who I am. So you definitely don't belong in here if that's what you're doing. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. Okay. Hey, Lisa. Hello, Alexis. All right. So, what was I saying? No, let's go ahead and move on with the read. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. Like I said, these people. Ooh, I say, you better get the hell on up out of here, baby, because you don't want none of this. You don't want none of this. And see that them will be the same people that'll get in a relationship with somebody. You know what they gonna do, because if they doing it to me and they don't know me, what you think they do when they get in these relationships with these people? They be in there, oh, well, you doing this? Why you doing that? And why you doing? And I'm like, if you got a problem, you can't let nobody be who they are. You don't belong in a relationship. You don't belong in a relationship because your ass ain't perfect neither. That's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? Fuck out of here with that. Okay. Like that shit, look, it made me cuss, and then it made me laugh at myself for the shit I be saying. Okay, so we got fish tank showing up here. It says harmony, few space. It says too many fish suffocate. Too many contacts drain your vibe. Okay, so we know what this is, Sagittarius. Some of y'all got to walk away. You're gonna have to cut out some of these people that you're dealing with, okay? Because I keep telling you, you only have so many spaces, right? And you need to be filling them with people who belong in your circle. Like I was just telling you with the person, right? That person don't belong here. Because if you coming in here and you questioning me like I'm like I'm in your shit or something like that, that let me know. Bye, get on, because I only want the people in here that belong in here. I'd rather have 2 subscribers and them down subscribers be down for the count than to have a million where I got to be, oh, I can't say this, and if I say that, because then I can't be authentic. So what do I look like trying to tell you to be authentic and I'm not showing up as myself? Okay, so let that be a lesson to you. That's why I tell y'all about how these people be acting, how they be trying to step on my toes, so you can see that everybody has to deal with this type of shit. Okay, especially if you in some type of arena where a lot of people are looking at you, right? Okay, so Spirit is telling you, you have to keep your circle small, right? And it needs to be filled with people who understand you, who get you, who have your back, and not somebody that's a fair weathered friend or somebody that's okay as long as things are good, and when things are bad, that motherfucker ain't nowhere to be found. We don't want that. We don't want that type of shit. You can keep that, right? Because that people like that are dime a dozen. Okay, it's easy to be in somebody's life when everything is good. All right, it's when shit is bad, that's when you really see who in the hell got your back, right? And then when shit is good, that's when you figure out who in the hell is jealous and envious of you. Okay, all right, let's clarify. Hey, Leo. Oh, there's somebody, look, they showing us from another video. I can see the comments when they come in. I'll be looking. Okay, so we got accountability showing up here. It says someone needs to take accountability for their actions. It may be you, your partner, or both of you. Acknowledging the effect of your behaviors allows you to move forward. So this, I feel like, is for those of you. This could be talking about the Dusty and Crusty, trying, wanting to come in, needing to come in and take accountability for their actions. It could be talking about for some of you, this is not going to apply to everybody. So if it's not your message, don't take it. It could be talking about the soulmate need to come back and make and take accountability if they did something that caused the two of you to not to have a false start. It could be them needing to do that, okay? Or it could be both of you, where you both had a hand in a false start, and the both of you need to come together and figure out whatever. You know your situation. So that's what Spirit is saying. But you got to be careful about who you allow in your energy, Sagittarius, because everybody don't belong there. Everybody don't belong there. Everybody not gonna see you. And I told you, you could still, like I said, people like that are very critical. You could show up in every way you supposed to show up, and they would still have a fucking problem. Because people like that, they just looking for shit. They looking for something to say. Because if they picking on you and criticizing you, they don't have to look at themselves. Okay? All right, let's move on. Okay, this is going to be a a message from your future self. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Spend more time in. Okay, so your overall energy, Sagittarius, is talking about destiny. So this is your energy, right? It's Sagittarius energy. It's talking about good luck. It's talking about you and this person being destined to come together. What is about to happen in your life, the changes, the good changes that are coming, it's a part of your destiny. It's what's supposed to happen as long as you doing your part. Because I told you this is a co-creation, meaning you are working with Spirit to bring about what it is that you're wanting to have in your life, right? You put the wish out there, Spirit is going to fulfill the wish, but only if you're doing your part as well, okay? So we got the 5 of Wands here. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all about the internet. The internet is messing up. So if it goes down, the screen goes black, okay, I'm back. I forgot to tell you, right? Okay, that's fine, Angel Eyes. So if, like I said, the screen goes black, there's internet issues where I am, there really isn't anything I can do about it. Only thing I can do is do the live. And like I said, if it goes black, fast forward through it. If you're watching the replay, if you're here doing the live, you just got to wait. I'm coming back. I just have to wait for the internet to come back up. Okay. All right. So here we go. So like I said, with the 5 of Wands, this can talk about inner and outer conflict, like you having coming to Jesus moments about certain things and realizing certain things about the people that you have around you and that you hang out with the 5 of Wands. Okay. Then we got the 2 of Wands showing up here. This can talk about you and this person, the new person, being at a distance, but you needing to make a decision when the time comes. Okay. All right. Because this person is coming, and they coming with their heart on their sleeve. They coming to tell you exactly how they feel. And you got to be ready to receive that and ready to let them know how you feel too. Because with the Hierophant Taurus energy, this is about you and this person coming together. And like I said, higher love, right? A higher, what is it? A higher level of commitment, right? Either a committed relationship or a marriage, right? Bring me a higher love. Oh, that's what I've been hearing. I've been hearing that the whole time. since I turned on the camera, because I was singing it in who's reading? What did I just do? In Libra's reading, and so now it's still playing in my head for you. Okay. Then we got the Tower showing up here, right? It's talking about when this person comes in, it's going to cause a Tower moment. When that old person tries to come back and wanting the old thing back, it's going to cause a Tower moment. This is Scorpio energy. Like I told you, a lot of y'all in here have Scorpio placements, right? And vice versa. Because when I do Scorpio read, Sagittarius comes up a lot too. Okay. So with the Lovers, Gemini energy, you and this person going to be two peas in the pod. It's talking about, you know, the two of you being deeply in love, choosing to be in this connection with each other. And you are going to, you know, vibe on every level, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and clarify, Sagittarius. Like I said, I hope y'all are doing well. That cuss out at the beginning wasn't meant for y'all. Because y'all, the regulars know. They know what the status quo is. It's these new folks that keep coming in here. And I don't have no problem. I'm glad the new people here. But they need to understand that ain't no changing up in here. Not like that. Angel Eyes, did I tell you I got a Sagittarius Venus too? Did I tell you that? Because ain't you Aquarius rising too? You Aquarius rising too, and Venus and Sagittarius Venus? That is so funny. Oh wow. Okay, so let's talk Sagittarius. So to clarify this Wheel of Fortune card here, which is like I told you is your energy, we got. Okay, so we that is funny. Oh wow. Okay, so we got same mistake here, right? Now, no, sister from another mister, you are right. So we got same mistake. So it's talking about you not making the same mistakes anymore, right? Because you got a destined connection coming and you got to be ready for this, right? It's talking about you walking away from what you need to walk away from. This whole thing from the very beginning with this first card, right? That's talking about fish tank, talking about you only got so many slots in your life. That's what we're talking about, right? Hey, Pink Sugar. Hey, maybe. So you only got a certain amount of slots, right? So you got to get rid of these motherfuckers that ain't standing 10 toes down for you, because you be standing 10 toes down for everybody that be in your life, right? So you got this person, they coming back. Look, you know what? They playing it. They playing this. I've been hearing this all night too. This Kendrick Lamar song is called Not Like Us. He won the Grammy, I think, for that album. The album or the song. I can't remember the album or the song. But it's called Not Like Us. And what Spirit is saying is that these people that they're telling you to kick out of your life, that they're telling you to walk away from, okay, are not like us. They don't love like us. They don't move like us. Like I told you, they don't stand 10 toes down like we do. They're nothing like us. And so that's what Spirit is telling me by playing that song in my head. Because they're not playing any of the verses that he's rapping. They're just playing the very beginning of it to let me know that's what they're talking about, okay? All right, so we got Going Broke and we have Making Bank. So you about to be in the money. You're in the money. That's what Spirit is saying, right? With the Making Bank card. And then here they come. Here they come with the BS. Going broke, right? It says the bills are stacking, the funds are shrinking, and the lifestyle isn't matching the bank account anymore. So this person, they've been fucking faking, all right? They might have had money at some point, but like I said, when you party and you a professional partier, but you ain't getting paid for it, the money's not gonna match. It's not gonna match what you're doing for long. Like I said, too much of anything is no good. And so this person has found out the hard way. So they coming back, wanting to dig in your pockets, wanting you to subsidize their lifestyle. That's what Spirit is telling you. Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay, we have, okay, new boo, baby. New boo. So it says new love, learning each other, flirtations. I hear, my boo, for, Alicia Keys and Usher. That's the song for these cards. And so you got new love coming in. Like I told you, that is destined. You just got to clear out. You have to make space, right? You got to make space for the new people, because some of you, it's not just new love. You have new friends. You have new soul tribe that's coming towards you. So it's multiple people. It's not just one person. So some of y'all, you gonna have to clean all of it. It's all gotta go. Okay. All right. So when we talk about what you need to spend more time in, we got the 5 of Wands. We have the High Priestess, which is Pisces energy, and the 10 of Pentacles. So what Spirit is telling you is you need to focus on winning at all costs, because the 5 of Swords can talk about mind games and all those types of things, right? And it could be Spirit telling you you need to look out for people that are doing this type of stuff, right? So this is about you using discernment, right? Realizing who is for you and who is not. So that's why Spirit is telling you need to walk away, because a lot of you may have been entertaining people in the past that you fucking know ain't have your best interests at heart, okay? They showed you time and time again, and you've been waiting on these people to change. But I told you, sometimes you just got to come to Jesus and be like, if you ever gonna change, I'm not gonna be here waiting on it. I gotta go, okay? So with the High Priestess, Pisces energy, Spirit is telling you to listen to your intuition, right? Because you are headed towards money, love, legacy, the whole 9 yards with the 10 of Pentacles. I told you, we just had the card, right? We're in the money. We're in the money. You're about to be making bank. For a lot of you, your money's gonna get better. But when you come together with this new person, it's gonna fucking skyrocket. That's what Spirit is telling you. Okay. All right. Let's move forward. Let's clarify this. See, gold digging, baby. Coming back trying to control things and want to dig all in your damn pockets. And they think you don't know nothing. They think you oblivious. That's what's funny to me. There's so many people that think they fucking geniuses, and that everybody but is beneath them is stupid and don't know what's going on. And I'm like, okay, keep thinking whatever the hell you want to think, but you just better keep your damn hand out my pocket. I know that. So we got no strings attached. This connection with this new person is going to start out like that, right? No strings attached, but you're headed towards, this connection is a cosmic connection. This is what you're headed towards, okay? So it says it's going to start with no strings, but it's, the two of you are going to, you can't stay away from each other. It's gonna evolve into what it needs to evolve into, right? But you just gotta watch out. You new people, this old person, they trying to gold dig, and I bet you this is somebody that sits up and says, "Oh, people want to call other people gold diggers and talk shit about other people, but they gold digger number one." Okay, all right. And like I told you, the only person that have fucking problems with gold diggers are motherfuckers that don't have no money. You know what I'm saying? Ones that don't have no money. Not that the people that do have money are gonna let the other people know, gold dig if they know you gold digging. But it's just the fact of the matter, if they complaining about it, they ain't got no goddamn money. That's why they don't want nobody to go dig. So we got Snack showing up here. It says obsession, physical attraction, sex appeal. You look good out here in these streets. Sagittarius in these streets, you looking good. That's what Spirit is saying. And so because of that, you got motherfuckers that's coming after you, right? But here's your person on the bottom of the deck, cuffing season. They're single and ready to mingle. They ready for a relationship. That's what we looking for. Ready for a relationship. On the hunt for you. They don't want nobody else, okay? All right, let's move on. The next thing we're going to take a look at is what you need to spend less time in. Okay, we got Leo energy with the sun, Temperance, Sagittarius energy, your energy showing up again. This is like a Scorpio read. How Scorpio just show up all the time. Y'all do the same thing in your reads too. And then the 7 of Pentacles. So what this is saying is you got to understand, right? No more making lemonade out of lemons, because we about to reap what we've sown, right? With the 7 of Pentacles is what Spirit is saying. You planted the seeds for what it is you want. So now you're about to stand in the sun with this new person. Like I told you, this is Leo energy. You about to sit at the center of this person's world. Okay. And I feel like it's vice versa. Okay. They're going to be the center of your world as well. But what Spirit is telling you, don't be focusing on what happened in the past, because what happened in the past is not going to dictate what's about to go down now. Okay. All right. So we got envelope. I was trying to say envelope, trying to say invite. But I looked at the envelope and said envelope. So invite only. Like I said, you won't be in this envelope, you and your person. And this old person is going to be trying to get in, the old dusties and crusties, whether it's your dusty and crusty or your person's dusty and crusty, going to be trying to get in because, you know, these people, I told you, they have this thing where they saying, you know, oh, you don't walk away from me. Nobody walk away from me. I walk away from them. You know, that type of this stupid shit. So, excuse me. Ooh, I don't know why I keep burping. So I guess it's confirmation. So we got afraid to leave showing up here. So for a lot of you in this connection with these old dusties and crusties, you may have lost yourself and you may have been afraid to leave because they may have told you shit like, oh, you know, you ain't ever going to be able to survive without me, or nobody's going to want you like I do, and all, you know, just all kinds of shit trying to brainwash you, right? But you're about to step into this new connection with this person. There's going to be a lot of shared healing between you and this person. It's you know, all about you and them breaking generational curses, okay? And with the sacred mirror, you're going to mirror things back to each other that the other person needs to work on, okay? So it says this can only rise in a connection where you both feel safe enough to be able to do this, okay? All right. Next thing we're going to take a look at, Sagittarius, is what you need to remember. So we got Knight of Pentacles here, Earth sign, or someone with a lot of Earth in their chart towards Virgo, Capricorn. Two of Cups. This is talking about, you know, strong connection, mutual attraction, and the Eight of Cups here. So you know what this is, right? Spirit is telling you, remember, you need to let go of people. Some of y'all got so many damn people in your life. Look, let me tell you, past a certain handful, a certain number of folks, you're not going to be able to, there's not enough time in a day or in a fucking week to be able to spend time with all these folks. So that's why I told you, you need to keep your circle small, right? I said, those of you that are like real popular and stuff like that, I get it. But you're going to have to learn to be real picky about who and what you spend your time with. All right. Because when your boo, I hear, Usher, my boo. So when your boo get here, you ain't going to have time for all these people. So I feel like that's why Spirit is telling you, you need to whittle it down. You know, some of it, but most. So like I said, most of this, you just gonna have to clean house. That's what Spirit is telling you, okay? You can't, past a certain point, you're not gonna have time to be with all these people. And I told you, this person is gonna take up a large amount of your time, okay? Because you're gonna be working on this healthy relationship with this person. A lot of you are gonna be starting families with this person, getting married, all these things. And so this person, I told you, here comes the sun, da 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 da. So for a lot of you, this person is going to be the center of your world. And so some of these other people, you're going to have to let them go because the relationship going to atrophy because you're not going to be able to spend time with them. Okay. So we got Knight of Pentacles is just talking about this person coming towards you slowly. Okay. So Spirit is telling you, remember, you got your person coming towards you. So you need to be cleaning house while this person is doing this and working on yourself. Because you're about to step into this strong connection and mutual attraction with your soulmate, okay? All right. You said you may have lost yourself a little bit, Angel Eyes. Okay, well, that's good. See, awareness is good, right? It's not about, you know, anybody shaming anybody. That's not what we're doing in here. What we're doing in here is we're being accountable for ourselves and being self-aware and understanding, okay, I went wrong here. I went wrong. Because I tell y'all all the time about the shit I do. I tell you all the time about how my shit be fucked up or whatever. Because I want y'all to understand that just because I'm the reader, I go through things just like y'all do. Okay? Like I said, ain't no shaming. Shouldn't be no shaming. Nobody game up in here. Because this is life. And life is messy. It's never going to be cut and dried. It's never going to be just black and white. Sometimes it's shades of gray. Okay? All right. So then we got happily ever after here. This is what you are about to step into, right? And you want to be ready for this. You don't want to be still talking about, oh, I got to walk away from Jimmy Jane and Peggy Sue and, you know, this one over here because you didn't do it because you was, you know, not wanting to, like I said, you got to stop wanting to hurt people, not wanting to hurt people's feelings, right? That's right. Don't be thinking about nobody. You shouldn't care about what nobody else thinks. Okay? Like I told you, when I came, when I was in here, the person telling me in the comments, so why you have to swear? I said, because that's what I do. If you don't like it, push on. I'm like, I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be. I said, what you need to be asking yourself, what the problem is, what is your problem? Why do you have a problem with it, right? Because I'm in here being me. I'm not in here telling you nothing about you. You came up in my shit. I didn't come in yours. But anyway, I digress. Okay, let's move on. So we got boiling point showing up here, right? It's talking about this old person, right? The fucking drama king or queen wanting to come back and start some other. See, look at the picture. Look at the picture. Look at the man and the woman and all the damn cracks. All the cracks, right? So, like I said, this person really thinks that you want, you know, what it is, they don't give a fuck what you think. They want to go for subsequent rounds with you, and they think that you should just suck it up and deal with it because that's what they want. But like I said, they don't know. It's a new day. It's a new sheriff in town. That's what I hear. So you not having it, right? This is about you cultivating your chosen family. That's what I be saying, Angel Eye. Don't pay my motherfucking bills. So if you don't pay, if you don't foot none of this, you don't get to tell me what the fuck to do. Hell, even if you do foot it, you still don't get to tell me what the fuck to do. Okay? So we got with chosen family. You about to be picking and choosing, because I'm telling you, your life gonna be a lot better when you clear out all these people. Because I'm telling you, back in the day, I used to sit up and I'd be like, well, why this person do this and why they do that and why folks act like this and why and look, that take up too much goddamn mental. It takes up too much mental fucking bandwidth to be trying to figure some fucking body else out. So now I'm like this. Either you make sense to me and we roll together, we roll with it, or you don't make no motherfucking sense to me, and we just gonna have to go our separate ways. That's the way I'm looking at it now. Okay, so and like I said, that may seem cut and dry, that may seem harsh, but you have to be like that. You can't just be up in here just letting people do what fucking ever. Because I swear they will come up in here and figure skate all up in your shit and fuck your shit up during them figure eights. whatever the fuck people be doing. Not this figure eight. Okay? Some fucked up shit. All right? And you need to be picking and choosing who the hell. I'm telling you, my life is a lot easier now. Once I cleaned out, because I got a handful of people, and I'm like, okay. I don't have to wonder why. I know. Look, what they say? I wonder why there's no sun up in the sky. Stormy weather. That's Lena Horne. So I'm getting this stuff. I'm saying all of this to say, you don't have time to be trying to figure out why the fuck somebody moving the way they moving, and the people doing shit. They ain't giving a fuck about what you think about it or whatever. So bye. You gotta go. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Frederick. Bye, Phineas. Whatever fuck your name is. Bye. Okay. All right, let's move on. Ooh, that be making me laugh. So the next thing we're going to look at is what you need to let go of, okay? All right. Okay. Let's take your head out of the sand, babies, with the Two of Swords, okay? This is about you taking your blindfold off, realizing that they're red flags and not being afraid to look at them. Because see, a lot of times people don't want to look at the red flags because then they're going to have to do something about them, right? You have to do something about it when you see it. Because I tell you, when you see it, you can't unsee it. But in this case, you need to do that. You need to do that because The lazy man's way of dealing with relationships, it's not gonna get you nothing but a bunch of fucking problems. That's what it's gonna get. Okay. This is about ending the backstabbing, the betrayal, the cheating, all the fucking fucked up shit, all the fucked up ways you've been stabbed in the back, right? Smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place, the backstabbers, okay? Because a lot of y'all got people around you that been fucking jealous of you forever, and you don't even realize it. Hold on. And so anybody that is showing up like that, and that is jealous of you and or envious of you, whatever is envious of you, it's time to cut them loose, because you know what they tell you, right? They always say about envy. Envy will get you KI double hockey sticks, okay? ED, okay? It'll get you get that happening to you, because it's like the people are bitter. When they're envying you, they're bitter. They're not understanding why their life is fucked up and why your shit is going right. But see, they edit out the parts where you be going through your shit, right? People that know what's going on through your, going on in your life, Sagittarius, they editing out all the parts where shit is hard and stuff like that. They only looking at the good shit. It's like I told you about what is it? The overnight success. There's no such thing as overnight success. They just don't put the cameras on them fucking people when they've been working all the years they've been working to get to where they are. That's what people don't understand. A lot of stuff people show you online, and we talked about that before, Instagram and all this shit on social media. People are editing stuff. They're not keeping it funky. They're not keeping it real. They're not keeping it 100. They're not showing you all the behind the scenes stuff. Okay, you just seeing the culmination of their efforts. That's all it is. Okay, all right. So we also have the Ace of Swords here, right? So this is talking about, what you need to let go of, right? You need to let go of being in relationships with people where you're in the dark, because this new person coming in with the Ace of Swords, they coming in to have lots of communication with you, and they're gonna be telling you the truth. You will always know where you stand, because see the light that's on this little boy here. You're always going to be in the light. You will never be in the dark and not know how this person feels. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. See, so a lot of y'all, look, we got bickering and we have fantasy, right? So it says, this is like living in a fantasy world, right? Thinking that this person's going to be like this, or when they come into my life, it's going to be like that. But all of this shit is a curated image. It's shit that people invent in their heads to make themselves feel like, oh, it's going to be, this beautiful thing, and it's going to be amazing. Like I told you, like with money, we sit up and daydream like, oh, if I had all this money, I would do this, I would do this, I would do that. I would feel like Superman, a superwoman, and all this stuff. And then you get the money, you be like, I feel the same way. Like, let me give you an example. Remember when you were a teenager, like you were 15, and you're like, oh, when I become 16, I get to drive. I'm talking about in the States. I don't know about the other countries, but you be like, I'm gonna get to drive, and I'm gonna get me a car, and I'm gonna be able to do this, I'm gonna be able to do it. And then you turn 16 and you like, fuck, I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? You done played it up and blew it up in your mind to be something other than what it is, right? But all it is damn fantasy. You feel the same exact way. The only difference is they'll let you go down there and take the test and get that damn license. So maybe they gonna let you drive the car, right? Hey, sweet lady Diane, how you doing? So this has been the you had the fantasy, right, about these old relationships, but this was the fucking reality. A lot of bickering, a lot of fighting, arguing, and for a lot of you, these old people cheated on you, right? They made you feel like you were not good enough, and so you got to pull out of situations like that. You can't allow somebody to continue to do this shit to you. Okay. All right, let's move on. Next thing we're going to take a look at is, what is it? What you need to, is it focus? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. What you need to focus on. So we got the Hermit, Virgo energy, Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign, or someone with a lot of Earth in their chart, towards Virgo, Capricorn, and the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands. So this is talking about with the Hermit and the Ten of Wands. This is about you healing. Okay. Bag lady, bag man, right? When they see you coming, ninjas take off running, right? From you. It's true. Oh, yes, they do, right? That's Erykah Badu. So this is talking about you getting rid of all this burden you've been carrying, because some of you been carrying it all your life. It started at the Genesis, at the beginning when you first came here, because I told you a lot of us had a foundation that was built on instability, right? Nothing was stable. Nothing was ever stable in our lives. And then we wonder why, as adults, we can't get it together. And it's because you have to go back and you got to tear down that old foundation and start to rebuild it again. Because once you do that, here comes the stability, right? With the Queen of Pentacles. And it's talking about also not only you being stability, you being stable, financially, and you being stable just in your life in general, but it's also you being a stable person to be in a connection with somebody else, to be able to provide that stability in a relationship. Okay. All right, let's clarify. That's good, Diane. So you got this old person that used to talk to you crazy, or the both of you may have talked to each other crazy, right? They coming in because, the feelings are faded. You ain't, they don't feel you like they used to anymore, right? Because you done left them alone. And they coming in with this damn hidden agenda. But Spirit is telling you, you're going to be in the envelope with your person, living the dream. You ain't going to be thinking about them, okay? All right, so, excuse me. The next thing we're going to take a look at is talking about what lessons you're going to learn. So, the Chariot, Cancerian energy, King of Pentacles. We just had the Queen. Now we got the King. It's talking about you getting into this connection with this new person. So King of Pentacles, Earth sign, or someone with a lot of Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Queen of Wands, fire sign, or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like this is you, right? You're going to learn why you the Queen of Wands, right? Why you looking good out here in these streets. Hold on. So like I said, with the Queen of Wands, you're going to find out why you looking good. Hold on, because I got to fix this real quick. Okay, so like I said, you're going to find out why you looking good out here in these streets, right? I told you looking good out here. And people, I hear you got a comb now, want to lick. I hear that is from Black Sheep. It's called, what is it? I heard you got the fever for the flavor. I heard you got the fever for the flavor. Somebody said you had it going on. That's what the name of the thing. Hurry up and get a scoop before it's gone. That's what I hear. So everybody out here, you looking good to everybody out here in these streets. You're gonna find out why. And it's talking about also you heading towards victory, right? With the chariot card, like doing the shadow work, combining the light and dark sides of your personality. Because I told you, everything in the dark side of your personality is not bad. Because I tell you with mine, my tarot card reading was in the dark side of my personality, because I grew up with people telling me that it was wrong, that I shouldn't do it, right? But look at what I do now. So that's why I told you, it's up to you to figure out what's in the dark side. And if you need any of those skills or tools that you have in there to do what it is you came here to do, okay? Then we also got, like I said, with the King of Pentacles, you had the Queen show up. Now we talk about the King. We're talking about the both of you getting into this connection, right? Like how to learn. This is about you learning how to be life partners for each other. You learning it for your person, and your person learning how to be it for you, okay? All right, let's clarify. So we got long distance. I told you it's by design that you and this person are going to be long distance, because everything's got to happen in divine timing. There's a certain way that spirit wants this relationship to play out, so it can be the healthiest thing it can be. Okay, both you and your person had a lot of toxic ties. Okay, and toxic ties is not just talking about some one-sided shit, because I told you, people can act a fool all day long, but if you sitting there entertaining it, you are part of the fucking problem too. That's what you need to look at, okay? This is about awareness, about you realizing the things within yourself that you need to take a look at. Don't nobody like to do that. Everybody like to be seen in the best light. But if you want to get better, you're going to have to look at the man in the mirror, or the woman in the mirror. You're going to have to do that, okay? All right, let me get a few more. Let's see what else comes up. Not that one. So we have change, right? It says codependency, unhealthy attachments, weighed down. That's what we're talking about with the toxic ties, right? It's about you learning from certain things, letting go of the codependency. I told you, you don't need nobody on the outside to be okay. It's you and the love you have for yourself, okay? All right. I hear the Isley Brothers again. For the love of you. That's what I hear. All that I'm giving. Can't hit. I'm not hitting that note. Giving. I'm not hitting it. Okay, so. And burning bridges. When you need to burn bridges, not being afraid to do that. Because I keep telling you, stop trying to people please. Let these people go. They're supposed to go. Okay? All right, so let's see. What is your potential? Let's look at that. Ooh, you got a lot of cards here. So we got Ace of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Six of Wands, and we got Justice. So this is Libra energy. It is talking about, excuse me, you balancing out your life and getting the just desserts. So you having your cake and eating it too. Getting your just desserts, right? And then with the Ace of Pentacles, this is about this brand new start in love, where there's going to be a lot of stability, a lot of longevity, a lot of beautiful things between you and this person, peace and harmony, all right? And it moving slowly, all right? With the Nine of Pentacles, this is also about you standing in your power and knowing your worth, so that you can be your person's dream lover and they can come in and be yours as well. But like I said, damn rescuing, you rescuing yourself. Okay, let's clarify. Yeah, see, look, there's a secret admirer. And I hear secret lovers. Yeah, that's what we are. Oh, we also had the Nine of Wands here. I didn't show that. So it's talking about, like I said, you showing up, the end of you putting up, let's try it again. The end of you showing up as the wounded warrior with the Nine of Wands, okay? Because you working on yourself and healing, okay? Then we have the undefined card. It says you're sharing energy, time, and maybe even intimacy, but no one's naming what this is. If you feel uncertain, it's because the foundation is unclear, okay? No more of this. No more of this uncertainty. No more of that, right? You are about to step into your big break. It could be just in love. It could also be in love and career. It could be across a lot of different areas in your life. It says a major moment is brewing. This could be the launch, the offer, or the shout out that changes everything. Okay. I hear moving on up to the east side. That's what I hear. I don't feel like singing. We finally got the piece of the pie. That's what Spirit is saying. So it says shared purpose. When you're on the same mission, you're not distracting each other from purpose. You're helping each other fulfill it. Okay. So this person is going to be your cheerleader. You're going to be theirs. All right. Let's see what your future self, what your future self is going to be like. Hold on. Okay. So when it comes to your future self, Six of Pentacles, this is you always been like this. Equal love, equal give and take, right? You're going to give as good as you get. With the Four of Pentacles, this can talk about, I feel like you're going to be a little possessive of this person here. Because look, we get the 6 and the 4, that's 10, right? You're going to be a little possessive of this person. You're going to be like, get your hands off my person. Not having that, okay? Because I told you, when you come into each other's lives, the way you're going to make it, because I hear Michael Jackson, the way you make me feel. That's what I hear. So the way y'all make each other feel, you're going to be like, can't nobody have that. Can't nobody have my person. Not. And then with the Four of Swords, it's talking about you and your person. Like practicing self-care, because that's what I'm looking at, the cup of tea, and also practicing regular healing, right? Look, that's right. He's mine. 369. That boy is mine. That's for you, Abe. Look, domestic bliss. I want to fold clothes with you. I want to make you feel good, right? And then we got building together, right? You're not waiting around for your dream life to appear. You're designing it side by side. So you and this person are going to be very proactive in building the type of life you both want to have, okay? All right. She said, that's right. And you and this person coming together with the comfortability card. Being your authentic self. Be who you truly are. Because we not in that no more where we gonna just, you gotta hide. Because if you gotta hide, nobody got time for that. That is so fucking exhausting to hide. Like when I watch, let me tell you this. When I watch other YouTube channels and the people be like, oh, I was about to curse. I'm not gonna curse. I'm like, fuck it. If you gonna fucking cuss. I don't care. Because I'm like, say what you say. I like to watch. That's why I watch YouTube. I want to see people be themselves. I don't want to see nobody performing for me. Be who the hell you are. If you're a nice person, be a nice person. If you're an asshole, be an asshole. If you whatever you are, be that person. Because like I told you, you want people in your life that see you, truly see you, and it's like, hey, I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Because look, when you're like that, you never have to say, oh God, because you like this. When you're trying to be something else, when you're performing, right? And this is about you being able to relax and just being like, okay, I can be me. Like when I come on here, it don't matter if I'm tired, if I'm having a good day, if I'm having a bad day, whatever. I don't have to say, oh, I can't say this because this person gonna get offended. I can't do this because this person gonna get Okay, so those of you that be here on a regular basis, you know what's up, right? And I do that intentionally because I want you to understand. You need to be yourself. I don't care if somebody, of course, people got problems with certain things. They get offended by something, but they need to get over it. Okay, they need to get over it. That's their problem. It's not yours. Okay, you showing up the way that you are, and just because they have a problem with it, it doesn't make you wrong. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. It doesn't make you wrong if you're being your authentic self. And if it's not a situation where, you just coming on here and you just calling everybody, F you, this, that, and cussing directly at people and dragging them down and making them feel bad, then who cares? Be yourself, Sagittarius. Be yourself collective. That's what I'm telling everybody. The weirdness and all. Because I told you, it doesn't matter what you do. Somebody always going to have a problem with it. You see what I'm saying? So think about this. If you try to, what is the word? If you're trying to modify yourself every time somebody have a problem with you, like let me give you an example. if I change something, every time somebody wanted to tell me it's a problem with something, y'all wouldn't even know who the fuck I was. You would be like, one day Leigh act like this, the next day Leigh is like this, the next day Leigh is like this. Who in the fuck is Leigh? That's what y'all would be saying. Who is she? Because she ain't ever the same person all the time, you know? And it's funny because just like I get the people that complain about the cussing, it be people that subscribe to me. They be like, I love the cussing. I subscribe just because you cuss. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what you want. You want to surround yourself with people who are okay with you being yourself. Okay? All right. Yeah, it's exhausting. It's exhausting because you holding yourself like this all the time. When do you get to relax? When do you get to relax? When do you get to just be who in the hell you are? That's why I told you, don't be trying to change nobody. You just gonna have to deal with it unless it's something where somebody's being abusive to you or something like that. Now that's different. That's a different fucking story. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So if it's not a situation like that, you're gonna have to be yourself and allow your person to be who they are. And if it's a problem with something that they doing, I told you what you need to ask first before you come at them. Why do I have a problem with this? Why do I have a problem with this? Because it's different if you got a problem, like you dating somebody and they can't keep their fucking eyes in their head and they looking at people when you out together. Now that's a fucking problem. And it's their problem. It's not yours. But if it's something where this person is just being who they are and you got an issue with it, why you got an issue with it? That's the question. You need to, because a lot of times it's just our shit. Okay? And you have to learn how to understand when it's your shit and when it needs to be addressed. Okay? All right. So we have rejection showing up here. It says build confidence by exploring what others value in you through dating or other social interactions. This is about you learning how to get comfortable and be comfortable in your own skin, Sagittarius. Because like I said, if you can't be comfortable with yourself, you can't expect other people to be comfortable with you. Okay? Then we got too much. It says, you tell others too much about yourself all at once. Sit back and listen more. You know we like to talk, Sagittarius. You know we like to talk. We talkers, right? Okay, I'm back. So like I said, you know we like to talk, Sagittarius. Talk, talk, talk. We like to talk. So, but we got to give other people, got to learn how to give other people the floor as well and learn to be better listeners. Like that's what they say. That's why we got two ears and one mouth. So we can learn how to listen. But I think the reason why we do that, that's how we connect with people, is by the talking. And we want to let people in, let them know about us and stuff like that. So I get it. I understand it. It's not coming from a bad place. We talk about that all the time, right? Okay, so then we got no good one, Sagittarius. It says there is someone out there for you. Don't let this false belief make you miss out. Just like it's a lot of well, I ain't gonna say a lot. Just like it's bad motherfuckers out there, it's good ones out there too. You have to start to see both, okay? And not just say, not generalize and say because you dealt with a whole bunch of lemons that that's all it is in the world is lemons. That's all it is. It's like every car you get, if it ends up being a lemon, then you're going to start to believe that that's all there is. I can't go buy a car. If I go buy a car, it's going to be this, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. So just like you wouldn't tell yourself that, and you know that was just a one-time thing that happened. I got to go out and see if I can get something else. You need to look the same. You need to look at this the same way and be like, that just was a period. It was what I was going through. I have healed through that. And now I know I can be in a healthy relationship with somebody. Okay? All right. Okay, messages. I can't wait to see you again. When will I see you again? That's what I hear. So it says, your voice has a therapeutic effect on me. I could listen to you for hours. So some of you may be orators. You may speak a lot or whatever, and your person could be listening to you. Okay. Then we've got, thank you for teaching me how to appreciate the small things in life. Okay. Then we have, I always knew there was something different about you. Then I think of you whenever I feel lost in my life. So you inspired this person, okay? And my loneliness is killing me when you're not around. All right? Okay. Let's get these oracle cards. Okay. Oh, okay, Sagittarius. It says true love. It says this is the romance of a lifetime. I love it. It's the romance of a lifetime. Look, Sagittarius. Look at your shit. Calling in your soulmate. Let me do Vanna. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. All right, Sagittarius, that was your message. Don't forget to like the video, hype the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you like to book a personal reading or you want me to read you live, I read live on Sundays and Thursdays. You can go to that same link that you used to book the readings, and you can book ahead of time for me to read you live, right? But you got to make sure you let me know what's going on, okay? All right, so, oh, if you want memberships, we got memberships. Go to the subscribe, where the subscribe button normally is. It says join, click that, information is there, okay? Please have a good day, a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you again. Love y'all. Hang in there, Sagittarius. Okay, I'm doing, who is this? Gemini next. So if you got Gemini, that's what's going to be next. I don't know if it's going to give you a notification or not, okay? All right, bye.